Hey YouTube friends, how's it going? My name is Jacob Schroeds. You may know me already, or you may not. But you don't have to worry about spelling all that, because you can call me Jungular. For about 5 or 6 years now, Let's Play videos have been kind of exploding on the internet. And it kind of took me off guard because I've always thought people would rather play games themselves than watch someone else play a game and kind of vicariously experience it through them. But it seems like a really popular kind of thing on the internet. And I know, well, I wouldn't say I know a lot of people, but I've seen a lot of people try and make their own Let's Play channels take off, and it just kind of seems like an oversaturated market right now. It seems like a lot of people are trying to do Let's Play videos, and it just, you know, there's a few people that large audiences can latch onto, but you can't, not everyone can do a Let's Play video, or it just gets, you know, overcrowded as a product. And I never wanted to do Let's Play videos myself, but I like an idea in there, and it's that you get to experience something with someone. And I think that's why people like watching them so much, is that you experience the game with people. It's like them sharing the game with you. But something that's always felt kind of weird to me about Let's Play videos is that the people that made this game, like hundreds and hundreds of people probably made each individual game. Some took more people to make, some took less people to make, but overall, you know, teams of skilled people worked really hard to make the games, and they're not really getting much of the credit in these Let's Play videos. And I'm not trying to slash Let's Play videos or anything. I'm not trying to say don't do Let's Play videos. I'm just coming from a perspective where I want to kind of give the creation of games and creation of anything, you know, some of the spotlight, as opposed to only showing the playing of the game. And that may sound boring at first, but I think what I'm going to try and do here, and I'm going to have to try it in a million different ways and get it wrong a bunch of times before I get it right, but I'd like to do sort of a let's make kind of video instead of a let's play kind of video. And there's people that kind of do this already, where they'll, I mean, I've watched a bunch of videos of people making cosplays, or like Adam Savage does these one-day builds on the internet where he will, you know, he'll make something and you'll kind of see his process making that thing. And I kind of want to do that with games and with short films and animations and, you know, whatever else I feel like making. I want to just kind of capture myself making it and share the process and kind of the artistic choices, and maybe down the line, maybe there can be some more interactive ways we can find to do it, where I'm not just making all the choices myself artistically, how something gets made. I'm you know, the person creating it in the video, but then we can have sort of things maybe where there's audience suggestions for how something should look, or if it's a game, suggestions maybe in a limited way of what directions to take the game. You can't just always be taking suggestions for a game, or else it'll just become, you know, a heap of malformed ideas trying to override each other, or trying to work together and just not working together. You know, a game has to have a clear vision and direction, but within the game can have smaller ideas that are part of the whole that that could work together, and I could see that being kind of a shared experience to create, and I think that'd be much more fun. I think it'd be a lot of fun for you guys to see it, as long as I find a good way to portray it, you know? As long as I find a good, not boring way to make videos about these things being created, and kind of, you know, just the kind of fun of watching a project slowly come together. I think it could be a really interesting thing, and either way I'm going to be making these things, so it doesn't really, I don't know, I figure it's worth a shot, right? Let's try it. See if it works. See if we can find something that people like to watch in there. And I personally feel like making videos about the creation of these things, I've got a really big backlog of ideas that I would like to make, and it's just you know, it's just a limited amount of time, free time that is, to actually make those things in. So that's the reason these things don't get done. But I think if I make videos showing the process and showing the checkpoints of like, oh, I got this far working on this today, it's not finished, but I made some of it, and you see that, it kind of puts a little more accountability on myself to actually finish those projects, and so I think that could be healthy for me as well. I think it could be a good thing both ways. I think it could show a lot of people maybe something that maybe inspires them to start making stuff of their own, or it's possible that some of the problem solving that I end up having to do to create some of these things could kind of, I don't know, maybe help some other people who are trying to make similar things to kind of go, oh yeah, that's how I could troubleshoot this problem next time. And I don't want to, it's a fine line between tutorial and kind of just a let's make type of video, because here's the thing, I don't want these to become tutorials, I don't want them to become educational only. I want them to be entertaining to watch, like a let's play video. Just not quite as spontaneous, not quite as surprising, like, whoa, what happened? You know, because let's play videos, they can be really spontaneous because a game is already prepared to surprise you. And so the reactions of those surprises can be really energetic and really surprising, and creating something is usually not that surprising. The biggest surprises we will find are a software crashing on us, or when something works that we didn't think was going to work. And that can be really fun to experience, but it's not going to be intense like a game while you're playing it will be. But I'm not really going for intense with these videos. These videos are not meant to be intense, and they're not meant to be spontaneous like a cartoon. I have put on things like Roller Coaster Tycoon videos, where somebody will make a park. I like to watch Flavoliki videos, because he's got a sensibility, and you can kind of see, like, there's an interesting thought process that goes into each little piece of the park that he makes, and, like, you know, the layout is really important, the design and the aesthetic. It's not just what do I need to do to fill the requirements of this park, it's how can I make this a park that I would actually want to visit in real life were it a real park. And I think there's something engaging about that kind of sensibility, and just the fun of watching someone put a lot of effort into creating something. And so I think since I'm going to be making things anyway, whenever I'm doing a personal project, I would like to start showing the making of those things as they're being made, before they're even finished. Just get to see them being made, and then when they're finally done, if it's a video, I could put it on YouTube. If it's a game, depending on how good it is, if it's not that great, I could try and put like a free installation download up, or if it is pretty good, if it turns out to be a gold mine, I could, put it up on Steam or something. I'm not really thinking about the money. The money is not why I'm doing it, and the views are not why I'm doing it. I don't care how many people watch this per se. It's really just about, finding something that can make you guys happy and make me happy, and just something that might make the world a little more fun. So on May 6th, I will work my last day at Zoic Studios doing visual effects here, and I'm planning to move back to my family and friends and do some freelance work where I know I can actually get a good amount of free time to actually make the content for these YouTube videos. And I think it could be good. So expect some videos to start coming out. I would like to say weekly, maybe daily at some point, but I don't think I can guarantee daily yet. But weekly, hopefully, videos of stuff being made. And I think here and there I'll sprinkle in some video log stuff. I'll sprinkle in some I might do Let's Plays of my own if I get into a point of weakness. I might do some Let's Plays of my own. If I do Let's Plays, I only want to do Let's Plays where I'm doing something creative. I do not want to do playthroughs of linear stories that would be the same if you were playing them. I don't want to do that. If I do a Let's Play, it's going to be like Scrap Mechanic, it's going to be like Roller Coaster Tycoon, it's going to be something like that, where I'm actually creating something, I'm actually bringing some kind of creativity to it myself and not just playing a game. But I may do some Let's Plays, we'll see. The important thing that I want to do is create stuff, hopefully finish some of that stuff, and have videos showing as much of the process as possible without spoiling it beforehand and without I guess there's always the fear of maybe somebody seeing my partially created work and then making something to copy it before I'm done with it. It's kind of more of a paranoia than I think it will be a real problem, at least at first, but it may turn out to be a problem later on. I don't know. I don't anticipate getting hugely popular on the internet because my videos will not be, they're just not going to cater to a really short attention span or a really quick, spontaneous Vine kind of sensibility, you know what I mean? My videos are going to be a little more drawn out and a little more, you don't need necessarily patience to watch them, but you'll kind of get a satisfaction of watching a craft slowly being crafted rather than a character jumping around on screen. Anyway, yeah. Soon. Very soon.